how's it going, everybody? BurntBrian here. Welcome back to another Techy Tuesday. So this video is going to be a little bit different because we're doing an unboxing today. And as you see beside me here, we've got the BREO Mystery Box. And I picked this one because on their website it says each box is thoughtfully hand-packed with premium items from innovative tech to must-have gadgets and stylish home goods and seasonal treasures. So it sounds like it's supposed to be a really good mix of possibly high-tech items that you could use around the house. And I think they do try to theme them around the different seasons. So being an item that has a bunch of tech stuff, perfect for Tuesday. So I already cut this thing open and they give you this big giant box here. And so it kind of splits open like this. Again, I don't know what's inside. I haven't looked at any of it yet. But wow, okay, so it comes with, I'm gonna try to pull this thing down here. And then let's see what we've got. It comes all your items inside the box in a giant BREO box bag. So we'll just kind of set this thing off to the side there a little bit. Okay, so you have a couple little random items here. We're going to start pulling things out in 1 second, but it does look like they have this little insert here. So it's a spring 2026 BREO unboxed. Says 5 fresh upgrades, 1 box. So curious to see. I don't want to read on the back because it looks like it tells you what's in the box, and the whole fun of this is finding out what's in the box, right? So we're going to start out with what's on the top here, and this stuff is pretty easy to see. I don't know what's down below, but you can kind of tell just from the packaging imaging. And the first thing we get out of the box, we've got a flex neck book light. And, you know, these can be pretty handy. I know they make some now that can kind of hang around your neck as well. But this one looks like it's meant to attach directly to your book. So while you're sitting there reading, you can attach it to the end and shine your light down on the book as you turn the pages. I guess you would probably clip that to the cover or an outside. I'm not entirely sure how that would work. But I'll definitely have to look into it. I don't do a whole lot of reading anymore in bed like I used to. I do a lot of reading for work. You know, who knows? I'll definitely have to give this a try. And if not, it's always something that we can give to somebody who would probably use it a little bit better. Let's see what else we got. Next up, another small item. We've got, says 12 South. It's a Power Bug, a 35 watt magnetic wireless charger. Turn any plug into a charging dock. All right, so I get this. So most phones nowadays end up having a magnetic ring on the back, like Samsung's and the Apple products as well. But so it looks like what you could do with this is you can plug it directly into your socket, and the image on the back shows you taking a tablet or your phone, and you can directly connect your phone straight onto this little magnet, and it'll just start charging from the wall right there. And it looks like you could also connect another plug that goes out of this, so you could charge your phone and then also charge a secondary device like a tablet, which definitely could come in pretty handy if you have multiple devices you're trying to charge. So yeah, I mean, that one's definitely something that could possibly be used. We'll set all of these over here as we go through them. Next up, what do we got? And again, just to touch on the price point of this, it's about $139 is what we get for this pack. And they, you know, like all mystery boxes, promise you're going to get items that are at least worth that much or possibly more. You know, the whole idea of the mystery boxes a lot of times is to try to get more money out of what you're actually buying. But anyway, what we have now is the Hoto self-locking tape measure. I've been doing a lot of stuff around the house lately, doing a lot of measuring with my old standard trusty measuring tape. So I don't really know what's all special about it. It's kind of wrapped up in this plastic. All right. So you don't have anything on the outside. It's like minimalist. You just have this solid black, sleek, simple design. And you've got a little button here. So, oh, okay. So you can press down the button to pull and release, and it just locks. Or you can just pull it out and it'll automatically lock and keep. So you don't have to press any buttons down. You don't have to pull out your tape measure. In your standard one, you would have to press down or press up in order to lock it in place. This, it's self-locking, so it automatically locks wherever you let go of the button at. And when you want to bring it back in, you can. I don't know how long this one is. I'll have to take a look and see. All right, well, we're getting up there. This isn't a short thing. Wow. Okay, so it looks like it's, you know, a 9-10 foot measuring tape, so it's not anything incredibly short. That's awesome. That'll definitely come in handy. I'm going to put this back in the box here, but I do often lose my tape measures. I have a lot of different small ones doing projects all around the house. So it's always nice to have an extra one of these. I can maybe stick that in my office or somewhere else where maybe I won't lose it as easily. So I guess going with the spring theme, I can already see what this is. It's Renfo, and I have a lot of different Renfo products. I did recently change, I think, my scale. I have probably a bigger model than this one. If I'm not mistaken, these run anywhere from, around $30 or so a piece on Amazon. It's a typical scale I do love. I guess it does the 13 body composition indexes. You can set a profile on your phone using their app, and it'll track all your progress. You can set goals in there. I think sometimes maybe it gives you a little bit of motivational stuff. So I guess going with the spring theme and getting out of the winter blues and trying to exercise again, that's probably why this one was included in. And these are really good scales. Again, I've used them for a long time. They do use, I believe, Bluetooth, and some of the models will allow Wi-Fi connections as well. I don't want to say much about the specs on this one because I haven't had time to research it. Just pulling it out of the box, the similar design on the front here looks just like ones that I've had before. Oh yeah, this is, I think, the exact same one that I used to have a couple years ago. So more than likely this one will either give away to someone or will sell. You have these little sensor pads on either side where you can stand. That's where it does your body composition stuff. But yeah, these are really nice. It has a glass top. Hey, it holds me, so it holds plenty of weight there. So definitely really neat. I think, again, this will probably be a resell item. I don't really do the whole resell thing. I don't buy these kind of mystery boxes and stuff so that I can go out and resell on Marketplace or Amazon. We typically look to gift these to people. The whole point of, a lot of this stuff is just so that I can share with you guys, do videos. We can see what all is inside of these different packages, and you'll know whether or not it's something that you want to buy. Next up, we have the Pebble Pro speaker. It says Speakwa SL. Don't know anything about it. It says it's a powerful audio and a compact, rugged design with an IPX5 waterproof rating, magnetic back, and clip-on carabiner. It's ready for any adventure. Pair 2 for stereo sound. Play music offline via a TF card and take hands-free calls with the built-in speakers. So yeah, these are cool. I mean, it looks to be your typical small, wireless, waterproof speakers that you could carry around, for whatever activities. If you're outdoors, you're out in your backyard, you're hanging out around a fire, whatever it is. Down here, we go to the lake a lot, and I actually have 2 different magnetic speakers already. We've been using the Rockform. I have a Rockform case for my S25 Ultra as well. I just really love their products. They're made really solid, and they put out some good sound. Plus, having the giant magnets they have on makes it really convenient, as you can stick them just about anywhere. This one's supposed to also have a magnet built into it. So we're going to pull this out of the bag and take a look. Yeah, I mean, it looks about like what I would expect. So it does have a big magnet here on the back. So you could attach this to whatever you want. You've got a little carabiner here that you could go through the little loop that hangs. So anywhere you go, you could go and just attach this and hang it and enjoy the music. And so if you had 2, you could pair both of them, and as they say, get stereo sound out of that. It just comes with this and a simple little USB charging cable. Now, I don't know about you, but I have 8 million different USB cords now. Most of them all are USB-Cs because every product sort of went to this universal standard for USB-C cords. So that's definitely neat. We may end up, like with most of the things that I'm probably going to get out of this box, we may look to either sell or give this away because we have 2 really awesome magnetic speakers, but perfectly themed for this time of year. You're trying to get out more. It's spring. You want to get out in the sun a little bit, go check out the lake, do some yard work, whatever the case may be. I guess in line with the scale that we just opened, this would be another item for this type of year as you're trying to get healthy and in shape. We've got an all-in-one BPM. I'm not entirely sure what that stands for. Let's open this up. BPM, probably blood pressure monitor is what I'm guessing. Let's take a look in the case. Oh yeah, that's exactly what it is, which is good to know. I mean, you should definitely know your blood pressure. Now, this is an interesting one. I've never seen one quite like this where the monitor is actually attached to the cuff itself. Now, all of the ones I've ever used in the past always are a separate little box that has an attached cord that runs through it, and then it connects to the cuff, which goes to your arm. But that's pretty neat. I've never seen a display like this. I'll definitely play around with that because I'm kind of curious. I keep track of my blood pressure. High blood pressure runs in my family. And so I definitely have a little bit of that. Plus I'm overweight, which doesn't help any. But that's what it seems like. This might be really neat. It might be worth taking and putting in my gear as a travel BPM, just so you can always keep track of what your scores are. Of course, I took this out. It's not going to close back up. I think we're getting close to the end because they said there were only so many items in here, but we've got one giant item left in this BREO box. Let's go ahead and pull this big thing out. Well, it tells me right on the front what it is, so there's no real guess as it's a mystery, but it says this is a cold press juicer from the brand Greater Goods, which I don't know a whole lot about. I mean, this is a pretty massive box here, so it looks like we have a pretty substantial piece of kitchen equipment. Oh yeah. Let me see if I can just move this around a bit. We'll definitely have to look into this particular brand, the Greater Goods line. I don't think I've ever used any of their products. And I do have another juicer already. So again, this is probably another one of those products where I'm not sure what we're going to do with. We'll more than likely have to get rid of it. I will say though, maybe I'll compare it to the one I currently have. I have a slow masticating juicer, and I'm not entirely sure how this cold press juicer really works. I'm not entirely sure. It looks like it also has an auger bit here. So it looks like you would connect that piece in, and then you could feed your fruits through here, where you've got the auger bit that runs along, and it's going to, squeeze all of that juice out into containers that they provide right there. So you got different size measuring cups and containers. It looks like this has, so we've got, I don't really know, probably some sort of poking tool. You've got this, which it would usually be used. Yeah, so it'll help keep your hands from touching, but when fruit gets stuck, when you use juicers a lot and you're putting carrots and apples and a lot of fibrous fruit in there, it can get stuck. So you would press down on that and push it through. I do like that the top pops open as well. I will say that I don't ever really use my other juicer much because it's really large and it takes up a lot of space. I want to say it's one of the biggest name brand juicers out there that you could get. I think it's an Omega juicer, 400 something model. But again, it was such a pain. I used to use it all the time many years ago, but I don't live in an area anymore where I can get a lot of really good fresh organic produce. So I kind of stopped using the juicer altogether, but I don't know. I'll do an experiment. Maybe I can do a side-by-side and see what the Greater Goods brand can do compared to an Omega juicer that's many years old, like over 10 years. I like that this is a more compact, smaller, sleeker design. It looks better. Looks like it would take up less space. So I don't know, I may have to play around with this one a little bit. Yeah, so anyway, this is an interesting box for about 140 bucks. It looks like you get some good items. Again, a lot of this seems to be themed towards a healthy springtime. You've got your juicers, your scales, your blood pressure monitor, your speakers to listen to stuff, tape measuring for outside work. All in all, it's definitely a really neat package. It says that it was supposed to come with just 5 items. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items in this package. I think it comes with 1 free gift when you buy your first box, so maybe that accounts for it, but I did get 1 extra. It looks like the juicer retails at about $130. The Power Bug over here ends up going for $50. The blood pressure monitor is $60. The scale, $25. I was close with my $30 guess. And then the book light is $12. I was going to say that really shouldn't be worth a whole lot of money. It'd probably be on the lower scale. So anyway, that's what we have for the BREO Box Spring 2026. Clever tech, gadgets, and lifestyle upgrades curated to elevate your everyday routine. Definitely really cool. I like this. We are going to be doing some other types of unboxing on this channel soon. But I wanted to get this one out again. It was supposed to be techy, so I figured we'd do this on Tuesdays. I know in a upcoming video, maybe next week, we'll do an unboxing for some knives. I did get some mystery knives that are going to be coming, a few different varieties, so we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, I don't know. Have you guys ever done any kind of mystery box, or have you done in particular the BREO box? I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what you thought of this or any of the various mystery boxes. There are so many places doing it, and a lot of them, though, aren't really geared towards collectors as much as they are, you know, liquidation stuff. So you get a lot of Amazon and other types of services that are either overstocks or wrong pulls or return items, and you can buy those liquidation boxes or pallets at a really reduced rate. And, you know, oftentimes I was really considering, I was on the fence about an up liquidation box that's $500, supposed to be an econ box full of gadgets. You pay $500 and you're supposed to get well over $1,000 worth of stuff. But again, those are geared towards resellers. I'm not a reseller. I'm not really looking to go on Amazon and start a business or go onto eBay and selling products to try to recoup my money. You know, in general, it's just all for the fun of trying stuff and you know, maybe just being able to have some cool gifts to give to somebody later on down the road in the year. So, I mean, hey, if nothing else, you end up with some great mystery gifts that could become someone's birthday or Christmas present. So there's a plus to that. And it's just kind of fun to take a look at. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure and give it a big thumbs up. If you're new here, subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. I've got a weekly schedule where I'm putting out 5 videos a week, 5 days out of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. We're usually trying to take Friday and Saturday off, but occasionally I'm going to sneak something in on you on a Friday. So you just got to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. And of course, I always love hearing from all of you. So drop some comments down below. And as always, thanks for watching. Stay toasty, my friends, and we'll see you in the next video.